attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. I don't have any favorite, just give me any kind. Even if it hurts a bit, I think I will be fine. 24/7, all I do is procrastinate. I think I said 24/7, all I do is procrastinate. Perfection. I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. Some sort of an addiction. Yeah, I live a prediction. I think it's just some fiction. Yeah, I live an addiction, baby. That I have an addiction. 7, all I do is procrastinate. Listen, 24/7, all I do is procrastinate. Perfection. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. Talking dirty, but then bad girls, but then bad girls. Talking dirty, but then bad girls, 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 bad
You walking head high and you keep on saying it doesn't matter anyway. But when it's turning dark and it's getting late, you tell me that you wanna stay. So you call me when you're getting lonely. Yeah, you call me when you're getting lonely. And I'll be there, 'cause you're not the only one. No, I feel the same as as you do. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place, yeah. Time's up, I need to get something straight. Are we getting closer than this? But you don't need to answer right away. Baby, you know I can't wait. So you call me when you're getting lonely. Yeah, you call me when you're getting lonely. And I'll be there, cause you're not the only one. No, I feel the same as you do. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place, yeah. It's a lonely place, yeah.
What is going on, people? Just a quick update. The link is below. The old text notification list is gone. I'm just decided to do something new. I've got a new platform. I feel that's a little better for text notifications than the old one. So if you want to be on the new text notification list, go below, text yes. When you get a response message, go ahead and add yourself to the address book so I can send you messages. And also for the corporate citizens, the training schedule is going to come out sometime today for what we're about to get into and what we're going to be setting off and the things that we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. And today we're going to be talking about the global reset. We're going to be talking about all of the things that you need to do to get into it. All right. Right now, this morning, no, actually yesterday on a Sunday, I got an email from ADP talking about the PPP money that's coming. Here's the thing. There are many ways to take care of yourselves. There's many ways to get ahead, but starting a business right now is going to put you in a position to get so much money. It is crazy. Right now, you're in the position, like I said, ADP hit me up talking about, say yes so we can process your PPP money. ADP ain't no bank. ADP getting in the PPP money game. And I went ahead, this time, last year I was talking about I'm not taking any government money. This time I'm diving in. I'm getting all the government money I can get. I'm diving in. Because right now, if you are putting yourself together Hold on. Larry Scott, thank you for the $20 super chat. Right now, if you're putting yourself together, if you are paying attention, if you are in the mix, in the game, there is a lot of money to be gotten from the government for your business right now. This is the only, in my opinion, real stimulus. Well, actually, we're going to criteria checklist. We're going to set that up. Yeah, give me a little time to get that because I'm going to set up a separate text notification for the corporate toolbox. That's something else that's going to be going on. One of the things that I'm going to put my assistant on is emailing you guys, and we're going to set that up. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are about to go down because let me just say, email has gotten kind of funky. And with a text notification, we can send stuff and make sure that people actually get it, because delivery rates, because like I had MailChimp, I got rid of MailChimp last year. I moved to Aweber. Aweber is, we'll see. But we're getting ready to do a lot of stuff. But right now, if you want some of this free government money, and let's go ahead and talk about this. Last time I talked about this, a lot of people were like, hey man, the Internal Revenue Service website that is, let me see, EIN. I'm going to the Internal Revenue Service, apply for your EIN. The IRS website is back. Yep, you can go ahead and get your EIN today. Now, I had a whole bunch of people talking about, hey man, the website's down. You got to be, you can update your payment in the corporate toolbox. Just go in under your profile and update your payment there. You can go ahead and get your EIN right now. By a lot of people, we got to stop being last minute Larry. Like, all right, 2019, 2018. On this channel, I was telling you guys a recession was coming. I was telling you that the economy was weak. I was telling you 2017, 2018, 2019. Boom! 2020 happened. 2020 tore people a new butthole. 2020 was not playing with folks. 2020 was real. And I didn't predict no pandemic. I didn't see that coming, but I did see a recession coming. And one of the reasons that when the pandemic came and the closures affected so many businesses is that these businesses were fragile to begin with. A lot of businesses closed and they're never going to open up again. They're done. It's a wrap. It's a dirt nap for them. But how many of you are familiar with the concept of natural forest fires? Because I think this is something that's happening. When the forest gets when the trees get so tall and the forest gets so dense, then none of the low level, the floor of the forest can't get sunlight, because all these big trees and all of these tall bushes and stuff are blocking the sunlight. So periodically, Mother Nature will start a natural forest fire, usually with some lightning, burn all that down, so all of this low level stuff can get some sunlight and start to grow. I think that's what we're going through right now. So I think that's what happened in 2020. We had a natural pandemic. This is Mother Nature. It's Mother Nature with a pandemic. And the pandemic created the natural forest fire, and it's cleared a lot of ways. And also, we got Big Daddy government with the checkbook out. Like, here's some money. You get a stimulus check. You get a stimulus check. You get a stimulus check. You get some PP money. You get an EIDL loan. There's money out here to be had for people who are starting businesses. That's funny. YouTube algorithm is showing old content. That is funny. But let's talk about this global reset. And this is what's going on. The global reset is on and popping, and you can ignore it. You can act like it ain't happening. You can do that. You can go on with your life. You can be hanging out with Big Booty Betty, Sexy Slim Susan, just doing your thing, going to work every day, coming home, and then sitting in front of the boob tube and vegging out. You can do that if you want to. It's your life. You can do what you want. Or you can get busy. Because, see, the global reset is going to fundamentally change. Like, let's talk about this. Like, right now, there are many people who feel that work from home, which will grow, and a lot of people will be working remote, is going to replace office settings. I'm here to tell you it's not. All of these skyscrapers, all of these tall buildings and downtowns, there will be people working in these buildings. I'm here to tell you, there will be people working in these buildings. We're not going to go to a complete 100% remote workforce. It ain't happening. The corporate culture is going to exist. People are going to still be putting on, business casual, going into the office. So commercial real estate, if you want to get in real estate, commercial real estate is a good play to get into right now, because at some point it's going to come back. Right now, commercial real estate's kind of taking a nosedive, but it's going to come back. It ain't, because corporate culture is not going to abandon having workspaces. It's just not. I guarantee it. Everyone can't work from home, and this shows it 100%. 100%. Folks will be going back to these offices. I mean, people are going back to the offices. And during this reset, what you're going to see is many people are going to decide to start their own company. There are folks who were part of this mess, and they're like, look, I can start my own company. That's crazy, short change. Peppermint Petite, this is one of the things. Last year, many kids got left behind. 2020, many kids got left behind. That wasn't a school year for a lot of kids. A lot of kids got left behind. Some people don't work well with isolation or working from home, just like some kids had to return to in-room face-to-face class because they were failing at home. Guarantee you, a lot of kids got screwed over last year during this mess. Ruthless Greg, depends upon how much money you owe. Gmail is rough. So this is what we have. Like, many people believe that corporate culture is going to disappear. I'm here to tell you, corporate culture is not going anywhere. There's going to be people like 2022, you're going to see people returning to business meetings. You're going to see events. You're going to see all this stuff is coming back. Now, the NFL and college football, they're going to have these protocols in place, and they're going to still do what they're doing. Once again, abundance, America, health, wealth, and wisdom. If you're a corporate citizen and you already have a business, you're well positioned to be in the mix during the global reset. Ruthless Reg, you might need to start you a service business so you can retire some of that. Oh, that thing that Facebook put out, like, we're going to cut your income. Facebook was ruthless. But corporate culture, and now let's talk about this. What about you create your own corporate culture? Think about it. You go ahead and you create your own corporate culture. You create your brand, you create your company, you create your products, you create your services. Then you go ahead and then you will be well positioned to take advantage of this global reset, because this is some of the stuff that's happening. Number one, a lot of women are leaving the workplace. Now, once again, let's go back to natural forest fires. With these women who are leaving the workplace to go home to be with their kids, this is going to open up jobs for men. A lot of women left the workplace and they're not going back until their kids are in high school. They're out. They're done. Number two thing that's going to happen. Opportunities are massive right now. Ganja, some people can't do it, man. Some people can't do it. All right. Get that PPP money. Yeah, man, a lot of women are out the workforce. A lot of women are out the workforce. Now, what you're going to see is the massive arrival of increased self-employment. And what is this? This is going to be one people businesses. This is going to be accountants. This is going to be lawyers. This is going to be consultants. You're going to see a bunch of one person businesses. Now, here's the thing, and this is something. Spencer V, I don't want to hear that. I've been selling the corporate toolbox since August, September, October, November. You had 5 months to get in. I don't want to hear that. Told y'all that's what was coming. So let's go ahead and talk about starting your corporate culture and why it's important. We're going to have a bunch of one person businesses, right? These businesses are going to struggle to grow unless because this is something we're getting into the corporate toolbox. We're going to get into it really hot and heavy about hiring, training, and creating your corporate culture. Let me write that down. Creating your corporate culture. We're going to get into hiring and training. We're going to get into a lot of that because I know, man. Thank you. So what you're going to do, and for those of you who have jobs, this is something that I would recommend. I would recommend that you keep your job, and I recommend you don't quit your job. You don't quit your job until your job starts interfering with your business. Keep your job and start hiring people to run your business while you work your job. I know that's a scary, scary, scary thought for many, many people. That's a scary, scary thought. However, one of the things I want people to do somebody get rid of that Russian. Okay, I don't know why we're getting these trolls in the room. I'm not even talking about anything offensive. I'm talking about the global reset, the big changes that are coming, and what you can do to, all right. So we're going to get into the hiring and corporate culture. We're going to get into because I get a lot of people who are really curious. Should I start in the incorporation, which is an INC, that is an incorporation, or should I start an LLC? We're going to get into that training. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. Engineer appliance repair, man, just go ahead and put yourself on. Go ahead and become a manager. You know, shortchange is funny. I had someone that started a security company. He's like, I wish you would stop using security companies. The thing is, I know something about security companies. I have a friend that started a security company 7 years ago. He's a millionaire now. My mother used to work for a security company when I was a kid. Or this guy, he started a security company out of his house. I'm like, bro, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. Yeah, I mean, it's just wow. So one of the things that you want to do is position yourself to have options. Let's say you have a job and you like your job. Don't quit your job. I'm not saying you got to quit your job. What I got to say is you're going to work your 9 to 5, and then you're going to come home and work your 6 to 12. And your 6 to 12 is you're going to be setting up your business. That's what you want to do. Tyrus, Arnie, I'm going to tell you all the story. The upscale garage sale, which was my storage auction business. One of the reasons that we had to shut it down, my partner was diagnosed with cancer, lost her in 2011. I got sick. We had no one to run the company. And, you know, we could have managed people, but that business did not lend itself to being set up this way. It didn't really lend itself. Well, Shanti, this is what you do. Shanti, what you do is you go out, you start your cleaning company, and you find one person to work for you, and you use your JOB money. Not actually, because, you know, if they're out there working, they're doing jobs, the business should pay the employee, and get started there. This whole motion of getting loans to start your business, it could get a little dicey. You know, we're going to talk about this government money in a minute. Just depends if you can get people. You can make $150, $300 a day doing grocery delivery on Instacart while feeding the pipeline to your employees. There it is. There it is. So right now, during this global reset, excuse me, you have PPP money, you have EIDL money, you have all of these things that you can put into place to get yourself going, to build yourself, to set things up, to really begin to rock and roll. Now, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to talk about this because this is where like half of my consults have come from people who've gotten this government money. And there's some strings to the government money, what you can and can't do with it. However, there's a workaround to what you can do with this money. You got to hustle, man. My schedule is 3 a.m. to 10 p.m., 9 hours at job, 1 hour working out, the rest on business, weekends 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hustle is real. You got to hustle, man. You got to hustle. You got to hustle. Alexander Hoggrove, thoughts on the accountability to build more. You got to do it. Like right now, I'm working my way back from this, the break, so to speak. I took a break about 2 weeks where I was just waking up whenever, just watching TV, just chilling. Now, one thing I did not do, and to my credit, I did not start smacking and eating consistently. I actually lost weight during the holidays. So that's one thing I did not take a break from. Pretty much, Kevin. Engineer, appliance repair, you got to hire people, and hiring is a situation unto itself. Ruthless Reg, here's my advice to you. Go ahead and put yourself on monk mode. And Ruthless Reg, what I mean by monk mode is you're making $120K a year, all right? Monk mode is if you live alone, get a roommate. If you have a car with a car payment, sell that car and get the car you can pay cash for. And if you were to divert $60,000 to $70,000 of what you make per year to those student loans, you buy a student loan debt in 2 years. If you hit monk mode, if you hit focus. Now here's the killer thing. If you did that and got out of student loan debt and you live like that, and then year 3, guess what? You got $60,000, $70,000 to put into your business. Go to monk mode. I don't know about the following. I started with no followers, man. I started with nothing. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of contract work. Yep. David Arney, job fired me, 34 with 40,000 and 401k with a B. All right, here's the thing, David. This is what I would tell you, David Arney Jr. I would tell you to go ahead and start a service business and start getting yourself some cash. And I would leave that 401k money where it is. And this is the reason, because if you take it, you will not be able to use the 40K. You will only be able to use a portion of it because you're going to pay this money in taxes. So I would leave that money alone and I will focus on creating new money. Start a service business. I got plenty of videos up here. Tyrus, I've bought many construction contracts because the owner was too extended and he would have just hired 3 people who've been very successful. See, right now, there are like so many small one operator businesses. There's just one person. And these businesses will never hit the $1 million mark. This is right. This is it, True Light. Pretty much, you got to run down the street like your hair is on fire. Carvin, what business structure would you recommend for a freelance photographer looking to expand his business into a team? All right, Carvin, this is one of the things I've noticed with many photographers. There's one photographer. I've not seen any photographer do this. What you want to do is go out and get yourself a team of photographers, and your whole job would be getting leads for your photographers. Let's say you had a team of 5 photographers, right? And your whole job was to line up contracts. And I would work this kind of deal. I would like give my photographers 50% of the job. And so if you had 5 photographers and they were doing like, let's say 50,000 a month, and that would be 25,000 for them and be 25,000 for you. So that's how I would do it. Because, and then if you like taking photography, I would just keep the better jobs for myself. I would do that. But that's how you would grow a photography business, and that's how you would set some stuff up. This is one of the things that you would do. This is how you would do it. Sure, Ruthless Reg. Sure, Ruthless Rag. Yeah, because your position, if you went into monk mode for a year or two, you can get rid of that student loan debt off your income alone. Cleaning services are killing it already. Hey, there you go. Skin Champagne. If you do a cleaning service with employees, I would recommend you get a virtual office to meet your employees on payday. Running from home is always an issue, trust to me. Yeah, now I would recommend that anyone that's starting a cleaning service or starting any type of service business, you need to rent an office. You need to rent an office. You need to rent an office space. And you need to actually, because renting an office space, depending on where you are, it could be $200 a month, it could be $500 a month, or it could be whatever. But you want to rent an office space, and you have your workers pick up their checks there, come there for business meetings and business training. Oh, security's big business, man. Security's big business. Off my Facebook and Craigslist ads, I've been plenty busy, but my body's paying for it. Like, once again, in Hustlers Kung Fu, because like this is what I'm thinking about doing it. I'm selling the corporate toolbox, and I'm thinking about giving away the stuff at Hustlers Kung Fu, but I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna like, if you sign up for the Hustlers Kung Fu course and you don't do anything, I'm just going to start getting rid of people. Like if you don't crack up on the course, because I can actually log in and see if you're taking the course. I actually can do that, and I thought about that. And just go ahead and give people who don't have the money for the corporate toolbox, but they have the drive, they have the ambition, they want to do something, they want to be better, they want to grow themselves, they want to make more money and do something for those folks. Like I said, 2021, we're preparing for war. We're not dealing with the silly people. We're not dealing with the silly stuff. We're not dealing with that. Because essentially, if you wanted to, you could make a living off of Craigslist. I used to make $20,000, $30,000 a month off Craigslist, flipping furniture off Craigslist. So you can do it. I'm 14 and I've been wanting to be an entrepreneur ever since I started, really thinking about what I wanted to be, but I'm not sure if I really want to risk my money for starting a business. Jamie Lemon, you can start a business without any risking any money. Start a service business. You got to build that team, man. You got to build that team. That team is super critical. Guns, yeah, a lot of photographers have their business called their name photography. It kills them in the long run. I have not seen anyone other than when I was a kid. I don't know if they're still around. There was this company called Olin Mills, and they did that. Olin Mills Portrait Studios. Olin Mills is still in business. Oh. Life Touch, with bought Chattanooga-based portrait photography company Olin Mills 8 years ago, will shutter its last facility. All right. This is what I would do if I was a photographer. I would create a generic something photography, and I would offer various packages, and I would hire a bunch of photographers, and I would just run a marketing campaign. Essentially, my company would be a marketing company to get business for photographers. I have not seen anyone do that. I have not seen anyone. How do I make a course, Sean Fox? Sean Fox, what do you know how to teach? All right. Pretty much. See, Donnie Breeze, that's the deal. That's the ticket. You got to be out here hustling. Congratulations. I don't know what's up with them. Oh, Yeti got me. Yeti's got me in the Yeti family. I'm on Team Yeti. So right now, if you're positioned as a business owner and you just have your corporation, which is your LLC, you have your EIN, you have your you're positioned to get up to like $150,000 from free government money right now, man. You're positioned to get that government money. So this is something you can do, because the global reset is not going to be playing with folks. The global reset is going to be just like a lawnmower mowing folks down. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the trolls today. I don't know what's going on with them. You know, this is a normal conversation talking about the global reset, preparing for war, getting ourselves ready to move to the next level, because so many things are happening. I'm Vinny the producer. I'm an author with 2 books for a fantasy series and an exercise for psychologists. How do I sell more books and sell fitness during times when gyms being closed? Vinny the producer, you need to have a social media following. You need to start an exercise channel, and then also start a channel about your fantasy series, and just get busy making content. Yeah, there's a list of requirements. I mean, come on. When they put this first money out, I should have took advantage, because you could have been a crackhead and got some money. You could have been like nobody and got some money. It was crazy. Donnie Brasco, do you have everything else? Do you have an EIN? Do you have a LLC? Do you have a business checking account? You're going to need all that. Thank you, Abundance. Appreciate the $5 super chat. I think it's because you said war, you triggered some folks. Really? That's crazy. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this, Peppermint Tea. Like, all right, I got love for the common man. but there is a love-hate relationship with the common man, because I will put out amazing products that will help the common man become uncommon. But why is the common man the common man? The common man is the common man because the common man don't want to do nothing. The common man is looking for comforts. Like during my research for my ads I'm getting ready to create this month, I keep seeing these words: easy, simple. You don't have to change what you're doing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And all this is aimed at the common man to get his money. Yes, cleaning companies can be, I typed that word in the video, skipped. That's funny. I do not have a course on how to get that government money. If I had been thinking 9 months ago when all this stuff started, that would have been the ticket. So go ahead and get yourself some of this government money. Go ahead and just participate in the global reset, because essentially what's going to happen with the global reset, if you're a person with a job, no savings, no business, no multiple streams of income, like this morning I did a stream over at Savage Finance talking about when I was homeless. And to sum it up, the reason I was homeless is I did not prepare not to be homeless. And this is what's going to happen to many people during this global reset. They're going to be living their life. They're going to be doing what they're doing. Then one day, lose your job. Boom! Next thing you know, you're behind on your rent and your mortgage. Boom! Next thing you know, middle of the night, the repo man pulls out your car. So you lost your job. You lost your car, you're about to lose your house, you have no money. Another casualty of the global reset. See, right now, one of the things I learned when I was homeless is you got to plan for bad times during good times. This is the time to do it. I've not seen these sign spinners. Thank you, Jason. So if you don't want to become a victim of the global reset, you need to start making preparations for a better life right now during the good times. Hannah, it feels good to be on the offense during the last few months rather than defense. Yes, this is one of the things that's going to happen. Because essentially, what's the best way to start a delivery business? Bobby2204. I will first of all start watching all of the YouTube videos about delivery business, and I would start posting Craigslist ads, and I would get a truck. If you have a car with a payment on it, I will sell that car and get a truck. It's going to be hard to be in the delivery business without a truck. Essentially, if I had been thinking, I could have started a delivery business when I was in the upscale garage sale business, because I had trucks. Just the trucks were pretty much fully used to pick up products for the warehouse. Trucks were running hot and heavy. But during this global reset, you got a choice. You can either prepare right now while times are good, or you can just roll a dice, then something happens, and then you become a casualty of the global reset. Because right now, there are many people who don't have money for retirement. I'm talking about 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, and you will see the panic and the call-in that shows, I'm 55 years old, I have no money for retirement, what can I do? Retirement is 9 years away. So they're going to try to get enough money to retire in 9 years at 50 years old, making $50,000 a year. It ain't going to happen. It ain't. Tyrus irony, I love that. You got to do what you need to do what you want. Pretty much. Starting from scratch, how do you do that? Get started, take action, research, implement, do. Every single man needs a truck or a van. Wish I had known this a while back. Like, for a while, I drove the company van because I didn't have a car at that time. And you just kind of get used to it. I'm like, and the van had a big V8 and it had a muffler on it, and it was like, vroom, 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 vroom. I go on dates in the van. I remember this one chick, I was out, and she's like, you picking me up in the Predator van? I was like, what do you mean the Predator van? She says, every time a child or someone's missing, that's the van they show. I was like, the Snatcher Man van. I was like, I never really thought about that. The Predator van. But one of the things, oh, man, I got some stories about that van. One of the things that you guys have got to understand is you got to take advantage of opportunity, and you got to build. Because during this global reset, like right now, my advice, if you can get some PPP money or get EDL money, go ahead and take that money and use it to grow your business. Just go ahead and get that money. Get that money, man. Get that money. Because there's so much that is going to happen in the future with these businesses, with what's going on in terms of time of life, the pursuit of happiness, building businesses. Because essentially what you need to do is take advantage of the opportunity. Because don't be last minute Larry. Last minute Larry is just coming on the scene at the last minute, trying to make some money, trying to take advantage. Like when I did that video talking about, go out, get this PPP money, EDIL money, and all I got were people like, well, you can't do it. ADP sent me yesterday an email talking about, well, the PPP money's coming. Do you need our assistance? Just reply to this email. Yes. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get me some of this EDL money. I'm going to get me some of this PPP. I'm going to take the money. I'm going to take it. I'm going to stimulate my own economy. Damn it. I'm going to take this money. I mean, Cleveland Smith, yeah, you need a truck or a van. Make you some money. Last time people had, all right, I was having this conversation with my banker, and she was talking about all of these business loans that she had put together, not business loans, but checking accounts for people to get this EDL money, and they have the businesses. You're gonna be hustling in the old folks' home. Hey, I can feel. Vinny the producer, go to YouTube and look up put in whatever you want to talk about and see what's already on YouTube, and see the people who are really successful and just copy what they're doing. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, man. So I'm getting ready to set up a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, I got an opinion of something I'm going to do. Sure thing. Because essentially, I'm taking a different tactic this year, because I got a lot of people who hit me up on Instagram and Facebook and all. Like, I do these live streams. This is where you need to come ask your questions. A lot of people don't want to show up when the teacher is teaching. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. They don't want to show up, but they want to be fed. They want the leftovers. They want a hot plate after dinner. You need to show up when it's dinner time. Well, I got like 1,000 messages on Facebook. It's kind of scary because every time I look at that, I'm like, ooh, I don't even want to get into it because there's so many people who hit me up on Facebook, and essentially, I like to have a cleaner method of conversation. But we're going to be cooking with some gas. And like, once again, if you were on the old text notification list, know that that text notification list is gone. I canceled that service today. It's a wrap. And what you would need to do is get on the new text notification list for updates, contacts, and stuff like that. Okay? So one of the things that we're going to do is set up a lot of different things. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. You can still get in the corporate toolbox. The cheapest plan is like $200 a month, and it goes up from there. And we're going to get into a lot of training. Some more stuff's going to come out today. Some more stuff we're going to talk about and we're going to get into. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.